hurts for our friends and partners at UPS, and really all the first responders that are out there right now, and everybody else that is going to be impacted by this tragedy. So, I think I really appreciate the mutual aid response. We just practiced this probably less than a month ago. All the life-saving, the response that our partners at Mutual Aid provide is unbelievable. We actually have a ARF truck that came in from Lexington Bluegrass Airport, so we could get the airport open as well. So thanks to them as well. So this will go much better with the fact that we have great partners that are willing to respond to this. With that, I'm going to open it up to turn it over to Officer Bevan to give some details.
Good evening. I'm Officer Jonathan Biven, the Public Information Officer here with the Louisville Airport. At 5:15, Louisville Airport Dispatch, an Alert 3 call regarding UPS flight number 2976, an MD-11 cargo plane that took off en route to Honolulu, Hawaii. Flight 2976 had a total number of 3 souls on board. Flight 2976 departed runway 17 right and went down 3 miles south of the airfield. I can confirm a total number of 4 fatalities and 11 injured that were transported to local hospitals at this time. These numbers can increase as the investigation continues with partnerships of local, state, and federal investigators. Here at the airport at this time, runway 1129 is open, and all departing flights have been canceled for tonight. We're asking anyone who is traveling out of SDF Airport tonight and tomorrow, they should contact their airline for flight status. We are also asking the public, if they were to find any debris in the area, to please avoid touching this debris and report the debris. As well, they can take photographs to the following website, which is louisvilleky.gov/emergency services. We are asking everyone to please follow the airport's X page at Fly Louisville for additional updates. We will not be providing any questions at this time as this investigation continues. I'm going to turn it over here.
Thank you, Jody Myman from the City of Louisville Emergency Management. Just a quick update from the one that we did earlier. We have reduced, due to a substantial amount of air monitoring in the area, we have reduced the footprint of the shelter in place to 1 mile. So that's good news, for the people that live outside of that. But we encourage people to still stay alert, to still monitor social media, and to sign up for our Lens Alert, our Louisville Emergency Notification System. We used initially with this the Integrated Public Alert and Warning System, which we use, for dire emergencies such as what the city faced tonight. But as the night goes on, we will not use that outside of that 1 mile area. So we encourage people to sign up for Lens Alert. If it expands, we will issue that again. We will expand it as needed, and we're going to continue to send people downrange even outside of that 1 mile to make sure that they're not getting any kind of adverse readings. You may get an odor. There is an odor in the air, but right now, again, with particulate monitoring as well as air monitoring, they're not getting any adverse readings. So please make sure you sign up for our Lens Alert. Also, one of the things we did, again, set up a Family Assistance Center, 2911 Taylor Boulevard at Louisville Metro Police Training Center. And you can call the Family Assistance hotline if you have any questions or need any assistance. That number is 800-631-0604. That's 800-631-0604. Thank you.
We will have another press conference at 10:30. The mayor will be here for that one. I'm not sure we'll have a lot more information, but if we do have some updates, we'll provide it at that time. Again, 10:30, the mayor will be here. I also want to say thank you guys for getting the word out. It's really important that we get as much information out as we can about if you find debris, don't touch it, report it, and where the family area is. So thank you. We'll see you again at 10:30.
Can you take any questions?
No.
Is the pressure at 10 or 10:30? Because we're hearing from the air.
From the Louisville Airport, that live news conference there. Is he taking questions? Do we want to go back to that?
Yeah. Let's go back to it if we can. He's not taking questions.
Okay, that's the head of the Louisville Airport, or the regional authority.
Dan Mann.
Dan Mann. But we did get new information there from Jonathan Biven there of the Airport Police Authority there. Now, Governor Andy Beshear said he did expect the number of dead to increase. It's now up to 4 fatalities and 11 injuries.
Right.
And all departing flights are canceled tonight. He's urging people to contact airline flight status. He said one of the runways is open, but again, the airport is closed as they continue to put that fire out.
Right. And he also asked that if you find debris from the crash, please don't touch it. He said take photos of it, report it, and you can do that and then send it to luky.gov/emergency services. But definitely don't touch it, but you need to report it. And you can also take photos of it.
So let's talk about the air monitoring. Jody Myman of Louisville Metro Emergency Services brought it up again. The shelter in place now down to 1 mile all around the airport in South Louisville. He said there is an odor in the air, but the air monitoring is not discovering any adverse readings at this moment. We're going to have another news conference from the mayor coming up at 10:30. But Connie, I do want to talk about our friends in southern Indiana for a bit here. The city of Jeffersonville issued a shelter in place from the Ohio River north to 10th Street and east along the Ohio River to the port of Indiana, large area in Jeffersonville. But the good news there, Clark County Emergency Management has air quality monitoring sensors deployed at several locations throughout the city of Jeffersonville, Indiana, and they report that currently there are no hazardous conditions being identified by those monitoring stations that are in place throughout the city. This is a precautionary measure only to ensure the health and safety of the residents. So that was about a couple of hours tonight, and now you have the good news from Jody Myman of Louisville that they have knocked the shelter in place down to about 1 mile.
And that's good news also because earlier this evening, when Jose Alonso, who has been out at the airport, he was talking about actually he and his photographer, they saw some ash actually coming out of the air, which you would think would be a little concerning as far as air quality is concerned. But it's good that apparently that's not going to be an issue, according to Jody Myman.
We also got a communication from our folks at ABC News who've been in touch with the NTSB, and those investigators are going to arrive here into Louisville tomorrow in full force. Again, they will start their investigation then, and they are planning to have news updates tomorrow here.
And again, we do want to mention that the new news coming out of that press conference was that there are 4 fatalities confirmed now, still 11 injured at this time. But again, in the governor's press conference, because of information he has gotten about those folks involved, he said he would anticipate more. He actually indicated fatalities, which may be the 4th one that we just heard about, and then more injuries. He would not be surprised if that number is higher.
And this has reached the attention of the federal government, and it did right away. The U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy putting out a note on social media saying heartbreaking images coming out of Kentucky tonight. Please join me in prayer for the Louisville community and the flight crew impacted by this horrific crash.
And with that, again, we want to mention that at the Police Training Center, 2911 Taylor Boulevard, that's where families can go to get word or get help, get information. Certainly can't even imagine what that might be like tonight.
And we want to pass along more of what Congressman Morgan McGarvey sent to us. Of course, he like many of our politicians, use our airport quite often, saying tonight our community was rocked by a devastating plane crash at the Louisville airport. My heart breaks for the pilots, crew, and their families, and I'm praying for everyone impacted. I'm grateful for the bravery of our first responders as they continue their work throughout the night. tonight to respond quickly and heroically to this horrific incident. And Morgan telling us in an interview here that he, of course, has been involved and has been talking to the NTSB throughout this evening, this tragic evening, and he has been assured that they will send a full team and that this investigation would not be impacted by the ongoing government shutdown, which is impacting many other agencies.
And he was saying he's trying to get back here as well, but no flights coming into Louisville tonight, but even Lexington, he said it was very difficult to try to get into the Lexington airport even tonight because of how busy they are, I guess, because of what's happening down here.
So if you've just joining us here, we've been on the air with you since our evening newscast. We have not taken a break as this developed during our 5 o'clock news. And our plan is to bring you that live news conference coming up from the mayor. It'll be the first one we've heard from the mayor. He was out of town. He's now getting back to Louisville tonight. And he'll be able to certainly address the community outreach and what's next as we go into the next days. It's going to be a lengthy investigation, as the police chief even said. You're going to have investigators on the scene for days. It could be several weeks. Already we know the U of L has canceled classes tomorrow. JCPS, no school tomorrow.
Right.
Just some of the widening impacts of people who are impacted in the wake of this fatal crash at the Louisville airport. Our map, we've been showing you this since the plume of smoke appeared. Right about Fern Valley Road and Grade Lane, the UPS headquarters, the Worldport main buildings are right down there where we have labeled the word plane crash.
The fire chief, again, saying that he didn't know of anyone trapped. He talked about all the agencies involved, as well as Kentucky National Guard. Lexington Fire is down here helping our Louisville firefighters. KSP, Kentucky Emergency Management. The governor said practically every emergency response crew is here that can be here. And that's good to know. Fire chief also said that there is fire service for the rest of the city. They have called all staff in to make sure that shift firefighters have been called in to protect the rest of the city. Wanted people to know.
There's the update. Again, this coming from the news conference at the airport moments ago from Jonathan Biven with the police department there, the airport authority. Now 4 dead, 2 in critical condition. We learned that earlier. Also, multiple people hurt. Shelter in place now, 1 mile radius. The family reunification area is at the LMPD Training Center. They have chaplains available and others from the American Red Cross. That's at Taylor Boulevard and the Waterston Expressway.
When this all happened, the governor put a time right at 5:14. Also, we've heard 5:15, but he said 5:14. What happened then? Multiple calls coming into 911, he said. Also, the area where that crash went down, Great Lane at Melton, 2 businesses there, because that's auto parts, industrial area that we're talking about there. And those 2 businesses, the buildings hit. Kentucky Petroleum Recycling was hit, Grade A Auto Parts, and they accounted at Grade A Auto Parts for all but 2 employees at that time. But they were going door to door to businesses, homes in the area to make sure people were accounted for.
And those in businesses right down there in the area of Fern Valley Road and Grade Lane. And they pointed out that at Grade A Auto Parts, they have 2 missing employees that they have not accounted for. The governor was hoping to learn something soon. We have not heard word on that.
Right.
We certainly will pass that along once we do.
Right, and hopefully those folks are accounted for again. And I don't think it is a bad thing to mention this again, that the governor asked that we all pray for the victims' families, those folks who are waiting for word on their loved ones. And this is not only the crash, but people that may have been in those buildings. There may have been customers at some of those buildings. We don't know. And officials are still trying to find that information out, they said. So again, thinking of those folks, and they're in our thoughts and prayers for sure.
We have 2 representatives from Honolulu issuing a statement here tonight. We extend our deepest condolences and sincere aloha to the families and loved ones of those who lost their lives and to those who were injured in the tragic crash of UPS Flight 2976 It is our understanding that the plane was heading to Honolulu. As the chair and vice chair of the House Committee on Transportation, we remain committed to working closely with the Federal Aviation Administration and our state partners to ensure the continued safety of air transportation and uphold the highest standards of airline regulations. So more people weighing into this as the news is certainly spreading all across the world.
That McDonnell Douglas MD-11 flight, cargo plane, headed to Honolulu International. It was going to be a 9-hour flight. That's why there was so much fuel on board that plane.